Baendia is way better than Onana. Like, at least he is able to stop the ball from entering the net. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about the Manchester United versus Lyon game, in which Andre Onana cost us the game. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Okay, so let's get into the video for today. Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much yet so little to talk about this game because only one name stands out. And yes, you are correct. Andre Onana. So I am seated, ladies and gentlemen. I love my backstories. I love building up to the story. I am seated watching the game, okay? I'm watching the game. Boom! Lyon score. And I'm like, oh my God. Why? I'm like, Manchester United, I don't have the energy for this. I really don't have the energy for this. And then time, boom, Manchester United equalize. I'm like, okay, we can do this. We can actually manage to salvage a draw. Second half comes in, ball from Bruno Fernandes, Joshua Zexi header, boom, Manchester United 2-1. We are flying, we are cruising. We are in our heads, we're thinking, oh my God, we're going back to Old Trafford with a 2-1 win. It's good for Manchester United. We might make it to the semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, we got too excited. Do you know what happened to me? Power cut. Okay, power cut in the 80th minute. And I'm like, really? So I'm like, okay, it's cool. I started writing my points. I'm like, okay, it's cool. We're 2-1. Obviously, we're winning this game. 90th minute, I obviously go to my phone now because that's where I stream the game. I'm like, okay, let me watch the last minutes of the game. 94th minute. The whistle is about to be blown. First of all, Garnacho is with the ball. I think, was that Garnacho? It was Garnacho. Garnacho was with the ball. Garnacho is with the ball. Running, passes the Lyon midfield. We're attacking. We're thinking, okay, maybe if we can kill off the game, let's attack and try to score. Well, we miss our opportunity. Lyon get the ball back. Lyon now is attacking the Manchester United side. 94 minutes. I'm like, okay, guys, all we need to is hold on. Harry Maguire off. Lindelof is on. Haaland is off. Xerxes is on. Mason Mount is on. Kobe Mino is on. 94th minute. The game is done. Okay? The game is literally done. Lyon is attacking. Shots. Block. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm like, there is surely no way we concede a goal. There is surely no way we concede a goal. I forgot one thing. We have a special player on our team. A special goalkeeper as our first choice goalkeeper. Andre Onana. Andre Onana was like, bet. You guys think this is done? You guys do not want drama? Well, I want drama. Andre Onana, a shot is shot at him. He manages at least to stop the shot, but he pushes the ball back into a dangerous place. And a Lyon player ends up scoring a goal, and the game ends in a 2-2 draw. I am in absolute shock. I am astonished. I just sat and looked at my phone like, what just happened? Because we were cruising. We were sitting clean. Because towards the end of the game, we were in control. We looked like we're the ones who are most likely to score another goal. Even the commentator said so. Andre Onana said, hold my beer. Bets. Manchester United winning? No. Making life easy for Manchester United? No. So, that was the second goal. The first goal. Free kick to Lyon, right? Outside of the penalty box. It's a free kick. I'm like, surely, there is no way they score from that angle. I don't even know how I'm so sure of these things, knowing who our goalkeeper is. Andre Onana is like, bet. Guys, I don't know how that ball passed through all those other players. Manchester United concede. Like, we need to have a serious conversation about Andre Onana. I personally have already had this conversation about Andre Onana. I'm pretty sure there's been a video in which I talked about Bayern Dia being our first choice goalkeeper. I am pretty sure that video exists. I've been saying this for a long period of time. How on earth is Andre Onana Manchester United's first choice goalkeeper? It is absolutely horrible. Like, it's a joke. It is a joke. Both of those goals were not meant to be goals. I don't care what anybody says. The first one they can argue to say, oh no, he didn't see it, he was confused. Okay. The second one, oh no, anyone would have made that mistake. The thing with Onana is we could defend him, but it's reached a point where these are no longer mistakes. These are actually habits. Okay? We've seen this before in the Champions League when we got knocked out. We've seen this before in the Premier League when we've dropped points. There's so many occasions in which Andre Onana has cost us the game. And all this coming off of the back of a beef between him and Matic, where Matic called Onana one of the worst goalkeepers Manchester United ever had. And the whole world was like, ha 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 ha. But deep down, we're like, well, that's kind of true. We had Bates, we had Van der Sar, we had David De Gea, even Romero at a certain point. But no one, ladies and gentlemen, has been as bad as Andre Onana. Like, it's incomprehensible how someone, a goalkeeper, can be that bad. Like, how? Onana, why? Onana, why? If you go back to my catalog of videos, there's so many Onana why videos. Ladies and gentlemen, how? Like, I am just, oh my god. Anyway, the second thing I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Rasmus Højlund and Garnacho. Now, these are two players that have been getting a lot of stick by a lot of fans. Listen, they can never make me hate you, Rasmus. I am a huge Rasmus Højlund fan. People think I'm crazy because they're like, but what does he do? I honestly believe it's the same way that I believe there was a player in Anthony, but it didn't come good for me. I honestly believe there's a player, and like a good, great player in Rasmus Højlund. The system is just failing him, okay? But he is also not helping himself. Oh my god, yesterday's game, he was getting bullied. By what's that guy's name? I've forgotten that guy's name. The defender for Lyon. Oh my god, Højlund was getting bullied off of the ball. He wasn't able to outpace the defender. Like, he was getting bullied. Like, there was nowhere in that game where Højlund made any impact whatsoever. And I agree. The thing with me is I will love Rasmus Højlund, but where criticism is highly deserved, I will criticize him. But yeah, yesterday's game, he was not impactful. He was not able to hold a play. He was failing to fight the defender because the defender was just bullying him all over the place. His decision making was absolutely horrendous. Oh my god, there was that shot that we could have scored, but for some reason we failed to convert our chances. Rasmus, like, I understand where people are coming from with regards to Rasmus Højlund. I do. What I will not agree is that Xerxes is a better player than Rasmus Højlund. Personally, for me, I don't think Xerxes is better than Rasmus Højlund. I think they are all on the same level. I don't think there's anyone better than the other. Both have strengths and both have weaknesses, and I think they're at par. The other player, ladies and gentlemen, is Garnacho. Garnacho's decision making, my goodness me. Like, how old is Ghana? 2021? And like, simple passes, Ghana. Simple choices to make. I don't know if it was Rasmus and Bruno Fernandes, but it was at a certain point, Bruno was to the left? And Rasmus was to the right. And Garnacho had the ball. All he had to do was pass the ball to the player that was open on the right. And he chose Bruno Fernandes. And like, Bruno was so pissed off because the pass he was trying to execute was bad. Like, you could see, just go for the easier option. But no, Ghana was like, no, I don't play easy options. I want to go for the most difficult option. Like, oh my god. And there are talks. I'm hearing people say, you know what, I think it's time we give up on Ghana and Rasmus and Onana. I understand Onana. Partly understand Ganacho. And Rasmus, I love Rasmus. Like, I'm biased towards him. I wouldn't want us to sell him. I would want us to try again. I still believe there's a great player in there. But listen, Rasmus, Hoyland, Ganacho needs to work on himself. Like, I don't know. I don't know where we've gone wrong with Ghana. Because he really looked like an up and coming youngster. Okay, and everything just keeps on going downhill. I don't know if it's because of the Manchester United system. I personally don't want to put so much blame on Garnacho, because listen, any player at Manchester United is doomed to fail unless you're just an incredible player like Bruno Fernandes. But once you're in that Manchester United team, yeah, you're doomed to fail. Okay, you're doomed to fail. There's no system, there's no style of play. We're just playing on luck every other day. So I don't really put the blame on Garnacho. Ladies and gentlemen, the other thing that I want to talk about is Bruno Fernandes and how he's literally carrying Manchester United on his back. Bruno is literally rolling to that finish line. And I said it in my previous video. We could only reward and repay Bruno Fernandes for what he's been doing this season by giving him the Europa League trophy. And I don't think that is happening as long as we have Andre Onana at goal. Because, oh my god, but Bruno has been absolutely immense. The assists that he's been creating, the way he's been dictating the play, it's just so sad that his teammates keep on letting him down. So ladies and gentlemen, the big question is as follows for Amorim. Does he bench Andre Onana versus Newcastle, or let Andre Onana play versus Newcastle and then bench him for the Europa League? Or does Amorim just bench Andre Onana altogether until next season when he leaves? What do you guys think? For me personally, I'm done. Like, I was done with Andre Onana a long time ago. In my videos, I've been talking about Bayendia. I'm like, yes, it's bad, but listen, Bayendia is way better than Onana. Like, at least he is able to stop the ball from entering the net. All of a sudden, Manchester United's priority has moved from striker to absolutely must get a new goalkeeper. Isn't life crazy? Football is literally crazy. We've been talking about the forward line this whole time, how we need a striker, and now everyone collectively agrees that the first priority should be a goalkeeper. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts on the Manchester United versus Lyon game. I don't think there was so much to talk about because I think the team played well. The team managed to get back in the game and was so close to going with a win to Old Trafford. But Onana did what Onana does best. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United next game is versus Newcastle. I've given up on the Premier League. The only thing that I hope for us is to reach 40 points and to at least be above relegation battle. That's all I want. Like, let us at least finish at least 13th place. I'll be fine. My focus, and I believe a lot of Manchester United players and fans focus, is the Europa League. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, Newcastle, Manchester United. Oh my god, Newcastle versus Manchester United. It's going to be a tough game. Should we rest our players? I don't know. In readiness of the Lyon game, do we even have players to rest? I'm glad Mino is back. I have no idea why Mason Mount was bought in the first place, but hey. So I don't know. Do we bench players? We don't even have a team B to field it. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But I'm not really so much focused on that game. Probably we're going to lose or draw. I don't see Manchester United beating Newcastle. It's gonna be an absolute miracle. But hey, if Arsenal has taught us anything, is miracles do happen in football. So listen, Manchester United playing Newcastle, I think it's a draw or a Newcastle win. Lyon, I'm praying we take our A game, but there is a chance. I think Manchester United has the potential of going through, but hey, you can never know with Manchester United. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, do drop the comments in the comment section with regards to my question. Do you think Amorim should drop Onana from the Newcastle game as well as going over the whole entire season, or should he play him for the Newcastle game and then Bayendia in the Europa League and start interchanging the two? I would love to hear all your thoughts. So that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Bye, guys.